I'm going to show you how to use our new text manager system to update network text files. So I'll start by showing you a file. So I'm on my N drive and I've got a file called dutymanager.txt. So I'm just going to double click this file to show you the contents, and it just says 31st of August, duty manager is Paul Smith and then a mobile number. Now some of our customers in production environments use repeat signage to actually display information to employees, especially in large factories where you might have screens all over the place and different shifts, etc. And this is quite a common thing that we've seen some in our presentations. So all this message is would be, say, displayed along the bottom of the screen, and it just shows you who the current contact is. So obviously that could be Paul Smith today and it might be somebody else tomorrow, so that would be updated quite frequently. So what we're going to do for a start is just knock up a quick presentation to display that information. So create a new presentation, and I'm just going to really whip through this quickly. Insert and use our text label control, and I want to display the text from that file, so I'm going to choose inner local network file, browse, here's my N drive, duty manager, OK. And all I'm going to do is drag this to the bottom of the screen, size, screen width, and that's the information I want to particularly display to my users. Now I need to double click this, go to the refresh tab and set that control to check for updated content, and I'm just going to set it to 5 seconds for this test, and OK. Now, the reason I've done that is if we go back to our original text file and I open it, so you can see the contents, and I'm just going to change my windows around a little bit so you can see both the presentation as well as the text file. Now, if I change the duty manager to say like Joe Blogs, and I click on File and Save. Now in my presentation, within 5 seconds that will update to the new text, which is exactly what we're looking for. So I'm just going to save this presentation, text, test, save, file, exit, play the presentation, and I'll play that test file so it's running in the background. There we go, there's the final presentation. And again, if I bring up my my text document, I can just change this to anything I want. Fred, save, and then when I flip back to my presentation, then you can see that the actual text is changed. Now, our text manager system just gives you a really quick screen for adding all the text files that you might want to update. So, for instance, if the person in charge of production, say the production director, or would like to actually be able to update that text file whenever he wanted to on any of the machines that's been set up, we can set up a screen for him. So we can go to Utilities, Text File Manager, and all I'm going to do is add that existing text file to my list, browse for it. I'm on my N drive again, Duty Manager. Set description, duty manager for, say, shift 1, category, managers, and click on OK. And you can see that's in my list. I've only got one category, so it's going to appear there anyway. So if you're on this screen, you can instantly see who the duty manager is. So we're just going to open that up. And let's say we'll change it to say John instead. Obviously the mobile phone number would change as well. And click on OK. Now until I actually publish it, that doesn't actually change on the file. So our running presentation is still duty manager's Fred. Now when I publish that, what that does is to actually update that text file. And if I switch back to my presentation, you'll see it's been updated to John, which is exactly correct. So all the text file manager is doing for you is to allow you to add all the text files that's used within the presentations, in this case around a factory, and then have a really easy screen to actually update those presentations and the text files.